And at MediXR, we are creating a virtual reality simulation company that is solving the problem of inefficient facilities and ineffective training equipment in the medical training sector. Our mission is basically to change the educational sector for medicine in the entire African continent. Where we are going about this is through using virtual reality as a tool for that change, because virtual reality has that unique ability to not only grant people the ability to practicalize their learning, but also gain understanding through this practicalized learning. We want that all you need to becoming a doctor is a virtual reality headset and the inspiration to doing so and dedication. So what the AI learning system is able to achieve is able to become that individual teacher for all these students. Imagine if we had the opportunity to get the best surgeon, the best brain surgeon, the best cardiovascular surgeon to the fingertips of our students, but most importantly, the best teacher in those surgeons for each of these students. Because what we then grant these students is the ability to fully learn in their own way, at their own pace. Students understand better when they're able to practicalize that learning. And that's very important to our core, because we understand that if these students are able to practice the surgeries instead of reading them, if these students are able to see the actual parts of the bodies without looking at a cadaver that only about 10 students can view at once and not even having the time to go through it. If these students don't need to go to teaching hospitals to watch surgeries take place, but can just sit from the comfort of their classrooms and watch these surgeries take place, and if the gap between the experts is bridged, then we are able to create not only comprehensive learning, but immersive learning that beats out the traditional system at the moment. If we can go into, let's say, these rural areas and give them these VR headsets, we will be able to train them at the level that we can train, let's say, university students at world-class schools. At the moment, we have the 5 core features: the surgery lab, the surgery recordings lab, multi-user training room, anatomy lab, and AI learning system. What we want to do is we want to close the gap between the virtual space and reality a lot more. That's why we are going to be investing in haptic gloves, because these haptic gloves create mind-muscle memory, because you can actually feel what you're touching. You can actually experience it. And so we won't only go to haptic gloves, we'll go to haptic tools, just like the drill, the scalpel, and all these haptic devices are going to further boost the experience. Because in a world where everyone is looking as they expect things to be solved for them, here in Africa, we can't really do that, because we have to be the ones to really force that change, taking charge of your situation and not becoming a slave to your current circumstance, but really making your current circumstance a slave to your will.